Hello, intactivist. So I get this question quite a bit. Potts, why are you an intactivist? How do you keep going? All that stuff. So for months, I avoided this question with who cares? Why does my motivation matter? Or the source of my motivation, why does it really matter? But I finally sat down and I watched some Intact America skin in the game videos to go ahead and get some inspiration. And they didn't really explain why anyone does this. So here's my honest answer, and this took me a while to think of. I probably have some sort of psychiatric disorder. Let me explain. Most intactivists, like 99%, have absolutely no clue what's at stake. I've watched major groups try to make this movement more laxed and more fun and trying to turn it into more of a joke. I've even received messages from big organizations telling me, hey, Potts, you should make intactivism more fun, recruit younger people, be more like Cockfight. They were fun. Let me make something very clear. There is nothing fun about intactivism. Nothing about this feels real, but yet so serious. Let me explain. One of my more tamer roles I had was in the military. I was a part of Flying Squad, an elite emergency response team on board a ship. If I go ahead and put water on electrical fire, it gets worse. I can see that. I can then cut the power and hit it again with water or use CO2. It gets better, fire gets smaller, real action, real consequences. You see the results of your work instantly. If you screw up, you can easily turn someone or yourself into a human candle. And nobody wants that. You feel the heat, the adrenaline, and the results. Intactivism doesn't have that. Brother K posts a pro-circumcision video. You have no idea if two babies, as a result, just got mutilated because of it. Maybe nothing happened. Who knows? You argue with a relative. You never know if their kid was spared or not. Intactivism is like a hostage negotiation, except no one treats it like a big deal, and you never know if the hostage gets violently mutilated or not. You don't hear the screams, you don't see the blood, or the results if you are successful. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you really don't even get the validation of the good or bad work you do, and there is even a real chance you can make things worse. And that's pretty heavy to carry, and that's something I think about a lot. So that's what I mean when I say nothing about this feels real, but yet it's so serious because kids' lives are being at stake, but yet you never see the actual outcome of it. But what about the money? Right? Potts is a for-profit. Are we making any money? Honestly, Potts bleeds money. I was actually about to cut a $25,000 deal with a company to promote Potts. I would have had to have taken out a loan so I could afford it, but it did fall through. However, that would have put us in the negative for 2 years easily. So if you like losing money, definitely do intactivism. And yeah, that sounds pretty crazy, doesn't it? To just go ahead and spend a whole bunch of money on an organization like this. But what do you get out of it? Like, seriously, honestly, it's not shit. I won't say if I'm intact or not because it's no one's business, but it won't make me more intact or undo my circumcision. Is it therapeutic for me? For me, it's not therapeutic. And I don't even understand how that makes sense. If I was circumcised, it's super counterproductive to talk bad about what was done to me or you, right? That has to be horrible for your psyche. Imagine explaining to people, hey, I'm broken. Don't be like me. Keep your baby whole. If I was intact, being insulted by pro-cutters, insulting my natural state, and also dealing with certain intactivists being jealous about my natural state would also be super annoying. Like, there's some intactivists that will explain that I don't have a right to talk about my struggle. That would suck. Seriously, a lot of people treat Potts as he's intact, and they literally get mad that I won't tell them my status. Again, I don't know why this matters, but to a lot of them it does. Also, the more you understand circumcision, the more you understand the depravity of it all. And ignorance is bliss in this case, because now you either know what you are missing or how evil people are, and they get to live their lives normally. And many who amputate the innocent are some of the most well-paid people on the planet. So again, I don't think this is very therapeutic. Perhaps it's because I make awesome intactivist friends, the same awesome intactivist friends that don't want to work with me, and I can't even pay the groups to work with me. And that was even before I started reviewing them a little bit more critically. Also, intactivists tell me I'm wrong all the time. 99% of intactivists annoy me, honestly. They can't even be bothered to do anything beyond maybe donating $5 to Fortune, restoring, and or complaining in an intactivist group chat. That's your typical intactivist. So, do I do this for pride or ego? I'm a VTuber, nobody really knows me, I lose friends and dating partners over this subject, so not really. And honestly, people make fun of intactivists. We are the redheaded stepchild when it comes to social justice movements. We are freaks to the world, so do this if you want to get made fun of. Do you do it for the babies and future men? If you mean the babies that I have never met or will never meet or know, probably not. And honestly, in about 20 years, these babies will bully me for being a stupid old man because the world is underwater, the economy is horrible, or for whatever war we're in at the time, right? I'm sure they're going to hate our generation just like every other generation hates each other. So, but I guess, yeah, I do it for the babies, I suppose. Do you do it to fight for your rights and get justice? I don't think justice is going to happen for those who get circumcised. To be honest, that's so far-fetched. And I mean, it's a good talking point. I know that's what Intact Global is talking about. Forefronts, they're on that front. I don't think that's going to happen. Is this fun for you? I know some intactivists say they like the shock value of intactivism and they like to get a rise out of people. Honestly, I don't like doing the news, and I was never supposed to be the voice of POTS. I have businesses that are way more fun and more profitable than POTS. So I would not classify this as fun. I mean, there's some parts that are okay, but this definitely is not super enjoyable. Making 3 videos a week and a bunch of shorts. Perhaps you have a brain tumor. Now we are thinking, just like John Kramer. It's very possible. I haven't done a CT scan or an MRI scan ever. So it's either that or some psychiatric problems. That could be why I'm so motivated to do this. So this is my attempt to recruit young people into this movement. I've been asked to go ahead and try. So if you like losing money, losing your sanity, losing dating partners, potentially blaming yourself for failing to speak up, and feeling like you let down a tiny person that you've never met before and having to live with that guilt, and if you like being judged by others, this movement is fantastic for you. Okay, now that you know my motivation, does that make you guys feel better? I hope so. Go down and tell me what motivates you down below to go ahead and be an intactivist. I'm super curious what you guys have to say. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.